It's no secret the downtown core of California's capital city is struggling. COVID prompted an exodus of workers from which it hasn't recovered. Homelessness is impacting businesses and people who live there. Yet today, local leaders tell us things are looking up.
We now have $30+ million to redevelop the old Sacramento waterfront. Our hotel occupancy is at 99% of pre-pandemic levels. We're going to bring back second Saturdays in the Midtown.
But are people trying to make a living in downtown Sacramento feeling as optimistic? In tonight's Main Point, we went to Sacramento's K Street corridor to find out. Here at Capitol Books on K Street, co-owner Ross Rojek says the state of downtown Sacramento is improving.
I think it's getting better. It feels like it's getting better.
But he says more needs to be done, including fixing the lighting.
Half these lights on K Street don't work. Lighting at night's important. But if you want people to come from the Kings Arena down here, then the 800, the 900, the 1000 block all need to be well lit, and they're not.
He attended the annual State of Downtown event Tuesday morning, where he heard from local leaders like Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg and Downtown Sacramento Partnership Executive Director Michael Alt.
Obviously, any urban center in America has had some challenges the last several years. We want to now start saying, welcome people back, come back to the office. What kind of energy and excitement? You know, we're in the building this morning, the convention center that doubled the size, $500 million investment that, you know, is bringing major conventions back to town. Last year we saw 6 new hotels open, so we're trying to capitalize on some of that momentum and just let people know we've missed them and downtown is where you should be.
And I think we still have a ways to go, but we're on the right track when it comes to making the downtown cleaner and safer.
Both men believe downtown Sacramento is better now than it was a year ago.
We have pre-COVID about 100,000 employees downtown. You know, we were in the 10 to 15% of them back. We're now seeing that pick up a little bit. We're about a little more than 50% back. That number is continuing to trend up. And so when you look at the small sandwich places and the coffee places, they rely on the workers being here.
Capitol Books also relies on foot traffic, along with Rojek's other business, There and Back Cafe on Cathedral Square, just around the corner from the bookstore.
I mean, this January, February is up over last year, January, February. We're up enough that it's significant, which tells me it's just foot traffic. And I'm seeing more people on the street. And that also helps. The more people that are on the street, the homeless people they fade into the background more.
He says the homelessness crisis impacts all businesses downtown, and he wants to see more permanent solutions.
I need one of them to go away because all he's doing is screaming. But at the same time, somebody needs to do something for him when they can't. I mean, if I encourage somebody to go off of our block to go somewhere else, they're just on somebody else's block bothering them. And so there's a no-win situation either way for us. I need to have a mostly clean, safe street for my customers to come to, especially the families that are coming downtown.
When you've got sidewalks blocked, you've got trash and debris, we are spending the majority of our time and resources addressing the reality on the streets.
We've now are up to 17 outreach and maintenance workers out in the downtown, up from just a couple before the pandemic.
Steinberg mentioned the new legal agreement between the city and the county, binding the two local governments together in their now shared approach to addressing homelessness.
The difference between here's our goal and here's our agenda and getting it done is a whole lot of little pieces along the way that just needs to get done.
And Mayor Steinberg calls this a redefining moment for downtown Sacramento, not just restoring it to pre-pandemic levels, but making it even better. For example, he says plans call for more focus on new residential spaces and entertainment, not just foot traffic from workers. As we reported last month, Governor Newsom announced the state is looking for a developer to turn 3 buildings in the downtown Sacramento core into apartments. There'll be a mix of affordable and market rate housing, adding thousands of new units. But the project is in its early stages and housing won't be move-in ready for years from now.